Yes, it's finished. It's over. No more green polo tops. No more weekly letdown. And it ended just as it started with a bonjour. So it's finally over. We got the finale to this. How do I stay nice? How do I stay object? Well, there's no object. Oh, of course, I can't stand it. Anyway, it's the final episode, and do you know what? The opening, where they did the nice 70s homage to the original Incredible Hulk TV show. Why not lead with that? There was a load of stuff last week. I say a load of stuff. Let me edit that bit out. There was a few bits last week, and there are a few bits sprinkled all throughout this series. I'm gonna say it because anyone who's followed my rants on this show, and I know I did blow a blood vessel around episode 4, but it started off with me looking forward to it and seeing promise in it, and seeing how they was gonna use the comic, particularly the John Byrne run of the comic, and that fourth wall breaking comedy, poking fun at the actual audience. But in a way, with the comic, we laughed with it. I was a fanboy then, and I'm still a fanboy now, but we laughed along with the comic. That's why it was so popular. But that's why it didn't last as long as it, you know, it outrun. It's a bit like, and I know these, you know, She-Hulk's a popular character, but they're making her more serious now, so they can use her more, because the idea is a decent one, but it fizzles out very quickly, as we found out with in this. I'm talking about the comic now, but even in the show. But what they've done is, like last week, stuff that they could have just used to make this so much better. Just do it at the beginning. Why not use? They've done this really nicely done, comedic, and it was really just well done in the 70s grade, the crackly grade, in the what did they used to call it, the square TV, not 16:9, but the other one, which was the square TV show. And you know, just the bits where she's saying, yeah, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry and all that, and all kind of stupid and doing that 70s thing. It was just really nice little homage. But why not start with that, or at least episode 2, if you want to get the origin out of the way, so you're not giving any spoilers away, because we know how much intelligence they think, or how intelligent they think the audience is for this show. So it start again. They do that, and where the story goes in this, and it's wrapping up all the loose ends, and then or not loose ends. How do I describe it? They lob everything in just so that she can stop the cameras, and now they're bringing down the Disney page on when you go on Dismal Minus, and you see the page, and she's knocking out the what's it. Obviously, they've read the John Byrne issue where she tears through to the next page, and I've shown you pictures. I'll put it back up again anyway, because it's a favourite and it worked well in the comic. And do you know what? It could have worked in this if they'd have done it from the. Why are they doing that now in the last episode? Because all that does, apart from it being stupid, but these people think that this is the height of hilarity. But all it is pathetic, when they could have used this as the setup for us way back at the beginning and done this kind of fun stuff, but not overuse it. So we get to the last episode, and now basically we've got, I don't know, I didn't time it, I ain't going to watch it again, ever. And I don't know, there must be between 5 and 10 minutes of her she looks at the camera and goes, no, I can't have the last episode end like this. So she walks off, breaks out of the page of Dismal, and now we have the worst CGI thing possibly in the past since the invention of CGI, walking around the back lot at Dismal Studios, and comes across the creative team in their little room. And here they are. These are all the people. Surprised there was a couple of blokes in there, actually. I think they might have been tokenised. I don't think they allowed any men to do anything on this show, did they? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments if you know better than... And I'm not going to watch it and research it, by the way. I've done my bit. And I did expect... No, not expect. Got to do a lot of editing this week, I think. I was hoping it was going to be a lot like the comic, and they just failed to deliver. So now their creation is talking to them, and none of it's working. None of it's working. She-Hulk used to talk to John Byrne, who was the writer and the artist on the comic. It works there. It worked there. This, because you haven't set any of this up for 9 episodes, because you're playing it as whatever they're playing it as, and we know what they tried to do, you know, the legal drama comedy, I don't know. And I know this wasn't superhero, so I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't knocked this show for not having enough intense superhero action. I'm knocking it for being such a massive own goal of incompetence, of any kind of creative imagination to make that work on the screen. And they could have had so much fun, but what they think fun is in this last episode having their own creation turn up and telling the writers that, and then there's a little in-joke about Kevin Feige, and I was thinking, no, fuck, just get on with it, just end the pain. Just end the pain for everyone, because it's about as funny as a chicken with a bad wing that's been pecked by another chicken that's had to watch 9 episodes of She-Hulk, and because the chicken's angry, and then she walks up and she meets the robot Kevin, and it stands for knowledge. I don't know. It stands for something KE instead of Feige. Oh ha ha ha! What an in-joke. Oh ha 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 ha! Now this immature idiot audience that they've been pandering to for 9 episodes aren't even going to get that joke. But was that for me? Oh ha 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 ha! Too little, too late, guys. Fuck's sake! Too little, too late. Like you're doing all this now. You're giving us a good 70s homage to the original show, and they did, I don't know if anyone noticed, in the first episode they did a scene. It was I think it was Bruce when they had the crash in the first episode, and that look he does to the camera, and it was the right angle and it was the right everything, and that's why I was still getting that was why I was still thinking, oh, you know, they are thinking about this and where they're going to go with it. We get more of our family involved, but none of it works, because right at the end of this programme, it's a bit like that episode of Dallas where they say it was all a dream. And then you think, well, or like, what was it, Lost? What did they do at the end of Lost? I didn't watch it. But basically you get to the end of it and it's so badly done. It's so like, oh, none of this ever happened. And you think, well, why have I been watching it for years then? Luckily with She-Hulk, and fuck me if it gets a second, like, if it gets a, well, I'll have to buy a hat and eat it, won't I? Second series? Oh, I don't know. Well, this gives me something to make videos of, because once this and Andor's gone, I don't know what else Dismal have got in the pot. Well, they've got thousands, isn't there, in the pipeline. In that pipeline, that sewer line. In the pipeline means the shit, the pipeline that carries excrement to the audience. They are stuffing it like one of them old cannons. They're stuffing it with shit. Load up the next shell. What's that one? Oh yeah, Secret Invasion. Oh, yeah, it's that fucking some of that. Ms. Marvel series 2. I don't know whether that was getting a series 2. I can't be fucking researching it. I ain't gonna do it. But this stuff in and of itself, done just taking, you know, maybe having a little rejig, it would still be shit, all of this, because all they've done is go to what a bunch of girls think's funny, taking the piss out of boys that like comics. No, listen, you can take the piss out of me all day long. I'm a big believer in, if you're going to dish it out, be prepared to take it. And this, I'm telling you, went nowhere near being as roasting as it could of the fanboy, of all us fanboys that literally soak this up and how serious we get about it. You know, when you think, the more you think about what this could have done and how serious we took 10 years of the MCU and spent billions. We spent billions on it. Billions just on the films, let alone merchandise, which Dismal can't shift fuck all now. They're shifting nothing. No toys, no t-shirts. You think back, you know, right up as Endgame was on the horizon, and all these films were coming together, and they had great creative talent on board, professional men and women with CVs, and they was all on board, and we could see it in the horizon. And who didn't drag their kids? And you know, when your kid wanted something, and it was a Captain America t-shirt or a Spider-Man mask or a subscribing to the comic, or imagine that. Imagine if these films, you know, got someone into reading comics in. But I'm not going to go there. I'm going to save that for another day, because talking about comics makes me happy. Talking about this, I'm going to come back onto the rails again. So this shit GI, shit CGI, shit GI. Oh, walking around, and then she hops back into the scene, and it ends there like that. So. But the creators have sat down talking to their creation, saying, yeah, this is what we expected. And she's calling them shit. They don't really get... I mean, that did make me laugh, because I'm thinking, hold on a minute. This loop, this catch-22 here, is the creators saying, oh, we thought that was good. And she's saying, no, it ain't. Well, fuck me, that was the truest word ever spoken in the whole series. Even the narration, it starts doing the narration like the 70s show in the talk over bit in the beginning. And she says, no, you ain't even no narration. And I thought, oh, thank fuck for that. Anyway, it all ends there. And it all ends happily ever after. Oh, Matt Murdock turns up to meet the family. Why introduce the family? You know, there was another couple of moments, so I mentioned it 2 or 3 times before. There was another moment in this episode where we could have got right on board with Jennifer Walters. And, God, they just fuck it right up. Because even comedy, you need to get on board with something. They just couldn't get us. Everything was stupid. If anything, Pug and her mate, Organza, I don't know her name, I forget her name in the series. But them two, they're going on the mission again in the little car. But that kind of stuff, come on, we could have had a bit of that, and it would have given the show heart. And then you can the stupid stuff comes after you've got the heart and soul of what you're doing. That comes afterwards. But if you don't care, then all you've got is a load of it's like the equivalent of just watching someone telling one-line jokes on stage. Now I know that can be funny, and I know that what's his name? Tim Vine, a UK comedian, has done very well, and I love him to bits. But his thing is just these jokes, just rolls them off one after one after one after one after one. And, you know, you're missing jokes because you're laughing at the first one. So it doesn't translate, does it? To just doing one stupid scene, one stupid sketch after another, that you're not invested with the characters. You know, they want us to follow for some reason. you would think they would want us to follow a character or two or three for a series and then potentially another series. But if you don't care, and literally, Jen, there were so many times that the missed opportunities for us to get behind Jennifer Walters as a character, man, or whether you're a man or woman, just empathise with her and her situation. They could have really got into that and the situation she's in, but her life is still a mess. Lovely, because we want to follow her life, don't we? We want to follow the randomness of what's happening. But if anything's random, and now everything, and in the last episode, oh, I don't want it to end this way, and oh, fuck knows where they're going with Matt Murdock and Jennifer Walters now. And they had another woman or two around the table swooning over Matt Murdock because he's turned up for a bit of barbecue at the end of this set. Oh, fuck. That's how he's going to be now. They're all swooning over him. But I thought Dismal Miners were anti that. I don't know, unless poor old Daredevil now, he's obviously going to be an idiot. And he falls out of the sky as well in this one. But he can do that, can't he? He looked like Mr. Bean turning up. You know at the beginning of his speaking where he goes, and it goes, ah, that's how dead he goes on the floor. Oh, it's Daredevil, there he is in his fucking gold outfit. Looking up. No, I'm not going to go there. So, that's it. It's over. And I am going to do, I don't know what I was just going to say, I am going to do a series overview, because that means I might have to watch it all again. No, I don't know. Don't know why I was going to say that. But it's like, it's almost like I get myself angry talking about this, and then I start talking about something that worked or could have worked. I'm kind of almost making excuses. Really, I should just be angry. Even where it took her in the last episode, and I know the review of the last episode, I said this was good shit that they could have put at the beginning somewhere, first 2 or 3 episodes, to get a bit of drama and a bit of drive, a bit of oomph. I know this was gonna be a comedy. I fucking get it, but you still need to have a fucking spine and a heart to it, because if everything is poking your tongue out and doing boss eyes, then it's boring. It gets boring, like this did. Boring. And by the time they try and land punches right at the end, all what? Pushing the window out of the Dismal Minus Marvel page, you're going, oh yeah, look, there's the episode count down there, and swinging through in a bad CGI Hulk thing, She-Hulk. No, it's too late. It's too late. And now everything's stupid, because you're in this wormhole now of meeting the creators. I wish she'd have fucking got angry and hulked out on them, smashed all their... Anyway, I'm going to leave it there and go and take a tablet. If you do like my videos, like it, thumbs up, please click it. If you don't, give us a dislike. I enjoy them just as much at this stage in my YouTube career. So, but mostly comment. And I know a few of you, I am getting a few of you commenting now, and you dislikers. But listen, it doesn't mean that no one's going to die talking about this stuff. This is the stuff I do. I know I keep saying it, but please, thank you for watching if you're still watching the old ramble this far on. Please like, subscribe, most of all comment, and hit that little notification bell. Apparently, I don't know why. I hear a lot of other people saying it, so now I'm saying it. And I will, on that note, I will bid you adios.